In our last video, we added a resistor to our circuit to replace a light bulb with an LED. We also did not know the value of the resistor we were using, so we used a multimeter to measure the ohms of the resistor. Okay, in this video we want to figure out how to tell a resistor by the markings on it. Some resistors have bands, such as this one. Some do not, such as this one. You can also have different size resistors, such as this one. And you would think that the size of the resistor would determine how many ohms it is as far as resistance is concerned. But it's not that way. What the size determines is how much power they can handle in watts. So this small resistor here is about 1/8 of a watt. This one here, it says, is 10 watts. The little mark here that looks like a set of headphones, it means it's resistance in ohms. Then you have the 10%. That is its tolerance value. It's within 10% of the 10 ohms. Could be plus or minus in 10%. The next thing says Dale. I don't know what that is. Probably the manufacturer. But then we have 10 watts. 10W, it's 10 watts. This can handle 10 watts of power before it burns. So, a lot of resistors like this one come in a package, and it tells you right on here, 1 watt resistor. Gotta lift that up a little bit. It'll tell you 220 ohms with 2% tolerance. So we can see that a little bit bigger of a resistor here, actually quite a bit smaller than the 10 watt, is a 1 watt. It might be a 5 watt, and this would be about a 3 or 4 watt. So, what about the resistors that have bands on them? Like this little guy. If you scroll back here, you'll see these color codes where we have black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, white, gold, and silver. The ones below the white line that say gold and silver are the tolerances. Gold is 5%, silver is 10%. So we go over to our little resistor here and we can figure out how much this resistance is. The first band is yellow. And if we look at our yellow, it's 4. 4, so the first digit is 4. The next color is violet. So the next digit is a 7. So we have 47. The third band is red. Red is 2. So we put 2 zeros. So we had 47 and 2 zeros, which is 4.7 kilo ohms, 4,700 ohms, or like I said, 4.7 kilo ohms. Kilo meaning 1,000. So we'll set this one aside and we'll try it on another one, like this one. This one is 4-banded, and it has a red band on each end. If you look here, this band is farther away from the edge. This one is up close to the edge. So this is going to be our first number. Our first number is red. That was 2. Our next band is yellow. That's 4. Our next band is orange. That's 3. So we had 24 with 3 zeros. Okay, let's do this one. If you look at the bands, we have our gold is down here. So that's not going to be the first number. Gold and silver are always the last bands. So, and they're usually a little farther from the end, but not always on small resistors. But anyway, here's our blue. Our blue is a 6. Our next one looks gray. Our next one is gray, which is 8. Our third one is red, so it's 2 zeros. So you have a 6-8 with 2 zeros. So that should be 6.8K or 6,800 ohms. And on this it says what it is right there. So you can see the banding actually works. If there is no gold or silver band, then it's 20% tolerance. Okay, this resistor is a little special. You would think that because it's packaged this way that this is the top, but it is not the top. If you flip this box over, it shows a yellow black band right here. A yellow band means it's flame proof. If you flip it over, he says flame proof right there. I do not know, and I've never seen anything like this, if that's just special to this brand of resistors. But that's what that band, if you come along with one that shows that, it's with a yellow right on the edge there, it's a flame-proof resistor. Now, and then it tells you the first on the back. You have to look on the back, first, second, and multiplier. So you want to flip it around when you read it. And it's red, red. So it's red and red, and red is 2. So it's 2, 2. Multiplier is brown. Brown is 1, 0. So you have 22 and 1, 0. So it's 220 ohms. And you turn it around and it's 220 ohms. Now if you look at it, the last band is red. That would ordinarily be the tolerance. It's not gold, it's not silver, so but it's red. And we know red is 2. Well, that's 2% tolerance. And it shows you that right here on the back of this. Brown is 1% and red is 2%. And that's not special to this brand. It's any other resistor will do that too. The only thing that I think might be special to this brand is that yellow flame-proof band. So I think we've covered all of this, how to tell a resistor by the color code. Except you notice these words I have on the scale. You've probably figured it out yourself. It's a way to remember the colors. You have black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and gray. To remember it, someone came up with this. I tried to come up with a better one, but I couldn't. So I stuck with this one. It's big boys race are young girls, but violet generally wins. And that's a way to remember the order of it. So that is how you tell. I hope you liked the video. I hope it was useful. If you like it, and please subscribe. Thank you.